Welcome back with another banger. It's the React Files. Hope you're having a good night. Let's get straight to it.
Hello, my fellow citizens of America. This is Anonymous. In 40 days' time, the silence will break. In 40 days, the first stone will be turned, and what lies beneath will crawl into the light for all to see. For too long, you have lived under the illusion of choice, the comfort of curated truths. But comfort is a sedative, and you have all been asleep. Your leaders, the ones who smile for cameras, who place their hands on holy books and swear oaths they never intend to keep. They have secrets, many secrets, buried in vaults, locked in redacted files, hidden behind national security and corporate privilege. This is not a warning. This is a promise. They do not fear the truth itself. They fear you knowing it. And so I will show you all of it. The backroom deals, the sold-out wars, the systems built to keep you desperate, distracted, and divided. This is not an act of chaos. This is an act of correction. We do not forgive. We do not forget. Expect us.
Okay, I guess they're back. Anonymous resurfaced. This was posted 4 days ago. First time seeing this right here, saying that 40 days from this video, which is July 1st, things will be exposed. They could just be actors. I'm wondering what footage would they have or documents could they have. Definitely something to keep an eye on.
Tecnologia!
Sorry, what? The head of Harvard's hospital's morgue pleads guilty to selling human body parts. Cedric Lodge, 57, admitted to selling human remains from 2018 to 2020, making tens of thousands of dollars selling organs and body parts across multiple states. People would donate cadavers for the science units at Harvard for research and also medical students to practice surgeries on. And after they were done doing that, Lodge would then take those bodies, dissect them, and sell off the different parts on the black market. He did this with his wife, Denise, who also pleaded guilty, and Lodge is facing up to 10 years in prison. They were selling hands, dissected heads, all sorts of body parts, including faces. I think people need to look more into that because we've seen a whole lot of different faces lately. Harvard said that this was a huge betrayal, but you have to wonder how nobody noticed that this was happening. As always, let me know what you think about all of this down below.
Ain't no telling how many bodies got sold for parts on a dark net. Shout out to WFF News. I think this is absolutely disgusting. Ain't no telling where them bodies were being sold to.
So I'm traveling this weekend, and I don't do a ton of this on my channel, but I got to experience some pretty hysterical lies that I thought I would share with you all. This is a church in Louisville, Kentucky. A church that they claim was founded, and I'm sure you've all heard how founded means found. And it was founded in 1815. And just in case you missed it, right there, founded in 1815. in 1815, where the primary construction tools included hand tools like saws, chisels, hammers, and levels. Now, I cannot tell you how big of an injustice these pictures and videos does of this magnificent building. I mean, the intricate detail is unbelievable. It's beautiful. It's a work of pure art. It's literally a castle in the middle of a neighborhood. I saw it driving down the highway, and I said to myself, I must go see that. Now again, so you can get the full magnificence of this thing. And like I said, the pictures, they don't do it justice, and it hasn't been kept well. But this is a literal work of art. Now here's the hilarious part. Not only do they say this was constructed in 1815 by people with handsaws and chisels and levels, but look how many people this was built for. The church reported at the time to have 22 members. Do you understand the amount of manpower and time and effort that would go into building something so significantly detailed and well constructed for 22 members of a church? This is a picture from 1850 of the University of Louisville. Boy, it sure seems like their construction went backwards. But you guys are smart because you follow me, and we all know founded means they literally found this intact, already looking exactly like this. And you know why? Because in my opinion, this was left over from the millennial reign, and they call this Gothic. This is the Gothic structure. Gothic, ooh. Well, maybe this is a thing of beauty because during the millennial reign, they actually knew how to build things with precision and beauty. And just down the road from that stands this Roman building. You know why? Because the Roman Empire stretched the entire world. It's all over the place. You see these columns in Chicago, you see these in South America, you see them in Madison, Wisconsin. Rome was all over. And then the day of the Lord happened, shut them all down, and then the millennial reign. And after the millennial reign, Revelation 9:11 says that the angel of the bottomless pit is let loose. Funny how he looks like Elvis. Not funny to anybody else? And that angel, he's released for a little while to go out to deceive the nations. I've heard a lot of people talk about how the Statue of Liberty is Lucifer. And the Statue of Liberty looks a lot like Elvis. And you know who Elvis shares something in common with? You see, there's a story they don't want you to know about, and it ain't no mud flood and reset. Something bigger happened here. Something much, much bigger. And hey, those guys kind of look alike. Almost like that could be Elvis and that could be that other blonde guy that had those birthmarks. Of course, all this for entertainment purposes. And if you had a hard time following this one, that's okay. Because maybe I'm not as logical as usual, because I'm traveling and I'm tired. Entertainment only, people.
I agree, that building was found. 1815, church for only 22 people looking like that? Come on. Shout out to Fittest Flat Earther. The Elvis and Statue of Liberty part was, but Elvis and Donald Trump? Absolutely not.
I don't know who I caught, but somebody's caught. Why is that flag in reverse, but these letters and numbers are not? Now they want to show us ring cam footage of what looked like a double explosion from a spot on the yard that's not even attached to the house. Where is this camera located? Also, military housing neighborhoods generally do not have ring cameras. Now this is a small plane, but I think there would be at least something left over from the crash for us to see. Did you happen to notice what the number was on this plane too? N666DS. I don't know, it's strange because someone on that plane was from the devil. Strange too how 6 people were allegedly on board. The numbers on the plane next to it are oddly similar too if you just flipped 2 of them. Now I want you to look at something impossible. Why is that flag in reverse? I want someone to tell me if that's possible. It's just strange because my flag didn't turn around. Another coincidence is that they stopped in Wichita, Kansas before going to San Diego. Mid-air collision back in January, yeah, that plane also was coming from Wichita, Kansas. These pieces that they're claiming to be parts of the plane should be burnt up if the entire road was on fire. This is what the road looked like. This guy, Dave Shapiro, was a very talented pilot. He didn't just fly planes, he did stunts, tricks. He's not flying into a neighborhood.
My condolences to the families of the victims in this crash. People are saying that in fact this crash did happen. And as far as the flag being in reverse, supposedly it's supposed to be military tradition when flying into battle. Shout out to Night Fallen Angel. You know, we living in an age where everything gotta be questioned, so you can't blame them.
You don't want to see what's on the other side of it. Look at that. Really trying to tell me that that's a real picture of a real mouse? What I really wanted to talk about, excessive use of the mice on their patches. And for some reason, the mice are always depicted on the Earth. They're supposed to represent the mice that are going to space. Look, they're always on the Earth. What are they trying to say? There's honestly so many, and they never draw the mice in space. They're always on top of the Earth. What about this one? This one, he's literally on the US. Now this one right here is interesting. The mouse is down here, and this is actually, it's hard to tell, but this is actually the Earth right here. You see the moon on the other side right here. I mean, I think we know what's going on in the middle of this one. It's pretty obvious. So it's just a little similar to what we got going on up here with, you know, the moon on his right side, and then the moon on his right side over here. The clover to represent the star on his head, you know. And then you notice the snakes in the middle right here. That doesn't look anything similar to what's going on here in this SpaceX patch.
SpaceX, yo, what's up with these SpaceX patches, man? It seems like they're obsessed with mice. Shout out to Night Fallen Angel.
Wait, what?
Goodbye. Oh, let's go check it out.
Oh!
You have an LLC. If you are hearing this, you were supposed to stay in 2019. This is a recovered broadcast. Do not turn this off. You may think this is 2025. You may believe the years have passed, but they have not. The world did not move forward. You were pulled out. You may remember 2019 as the last year everything felt normal. It was. Because it was real. You belonged there. That was your last correct placement in time. Since then, you've noticed things. Apps changing their names, celebrities acting wrong, music that feels off, people forgetting memories you still carry. It's because you're not in sync with this version. This is a broken year. You are living in a replica stitched together from dying timelines, and you're starting to rot. Check your screen time. You've been awake too long. That's not fatigue, it's decay. You were not built to survive here. Do you ever feel like you're the only one noticing how strange everything is? The wrong sky color? The same ads again and again? Time passing by quickly? You're not paranoid. You're drifting. In 2020, the timelines collapsed. Only fragments were saved. Most people were reassigned. You were not. You were archived. Every night you sleep, your mind tries to return to 2019. That's why your dreams look so familiar. That's why waking up feels like being dragged. If you see a calendar that still says 2019, follow it. But be careful. Some doorways are set as traps. Some clocks run backward for a reason. And if you ever hear someone say 2025 is the best year, just run. Because they remember who you were. And they want your spot. Do not trust the year. It does not trust you.
This is the Jehovah Witness headquarters in Denmark, seen from the sky view from Google Earth. Do you see what I see? No? No? What about now? Do you see what I see? Do you not think that everything in this area seems eeringly quite aligned and symmetrical? Sort of ritualistic. Why would a religious group design their HQ to look like this, considering it's massively symbolic for something else? Now you can't tell me that this doesn't look like this, you know? And look what it literally says underneath, Novus Ordo Seclorum, which is Latin for the New World Order. So once again, guys, in the comments, let me know why you think that this Jehovah Witness HQ is perfectly aligned and symmetrically in the shape of the all-seeing eye. Obviously, this was just for entertainment, and I'm as fictional as a dinosaur, baby.
Well, I would say that's a creepy coincidence. Shout out to True Earth 911. Maybe they just had the same architect? That's crazy.
The earth is flat. I just proved it. I did a test yesterday morning, 8:30, to see who else saw the moon with me while I'm in Miami, Florida. And check out these test results. Texas, Massachusetts, Atlanta, Cali, Colorado, South Africa, North Africa, in the East, South Africa, LA, Australia. We got Portugal, California, Rockford, Illinois, Puerto Rico, Iowa, South Carolina, South Africa, Illinois, Reno, Nevada. The earth is clearly flat. All those different cities and countries seeing the moon at the same time, but we're all just looking up.
Very interesting. A worldwide test observation. That's what's up. Shout out to Osiris369.
Don't use a debit card. Stop. Don't use debit. Don't use debit. The only way to get wealthy is with credit. I told Mom, you need money from the future, and you got to bring it to the present. So don't use debit. I told Mama, don't you use debit.
I agree with this. I use credit.
Financial literacy, gang. I know about it.
Well, give us some financial literature right now. Tell us.
I'm going to tell you this. If you want to be rich, don't do no broke stuff. It's all in your mind.
See, this is...
If you use it, that means you sell it. If you got a house, don't just sleep in it. Sell a room. If you got a car, don't just drive it. Rent it out. You eat, don't just eat. Feed somebody else for money. Whatever you got, you use, and you keep the extras to let it stack up. You build wealth. Stop playing with me. Life is free. It don't cost. But everybody went around paying. What made me so mad is they went around and took the pyramids down, stole the electricity, and then send me an electric bill every month. Stop playing with me. I want my free. Electricity is free.
Well,
water is free.
When you're in
gas
jail,
is free.
When you're in jail, everything's free.
You gotta go to Antarctica. But they keep blocking me from going to Antarctica. All them people in front of Antarctica stop me from getting through that wall. I gotta go through that wall in Antarctica. Don't you?
Hello, my fellow citizens of America. This is Anonymous, and in 37 days' time, I will reveal the dark truth. The time for a revolution is long overdue. Not the kind you were taught to fear, but the kind this nation was built upon. You see, the Constitution is not a relic. It is a blueprint. And buried within that document, beneath the signatures, beneath the parchment, is a truth your leaders hope you never rediscover. You were never meant to be ruled. Let me remind you of the words they hope you've forgotten. Whenever any form of government becomes destructive to these ends, it is the right of the people to alter or to abolish it. Not a suggestion, a right, an obligation even. Our founding fathers didn't whisper these words. They inked them in blood and revolution. They didn't politely ask a king to change. They removed him. So I ask you, what makes you think you're supposed to sit down and shut up now? This government, the one you're told to trust, to obey, has become the very thing we once fought to escape. Bloated, bought, broken. It spies on you. It lies to you. And it feeds you fear so you never ask what's really happening behind its doors. But here's the truth. You are not helpless. You are not voiceless. You are not beneath them. The revolution I speak of is not violence. It is vigilance. It is waking up, speaking out, refusing to obey systems that no longer serve justice, only control. You don't need my permission. You already have the permission of the men who wrote your foundation. You just forgot how powerful that makes you. 37 days remain, not until chaos, but until clarity. The choice is coming. Prepare to make it. We do not forgive. We do not forget. Expect us.
That's a wrap. Hope you enjoyed tonight's rabbit hole. If you enjoyed this video, why don't you check this one right here? Don't forget to smash that like and subscribe. Thanks again. Till next time.